Yeah.
She wants the Iron Throne. It's her birthright.
Because it's her birth, but it's not her birthright.
But it is.
But it's not.
But it is.
But, like, it's literally not. So we're going to talk about Game of Thrones because this episode was crazy, and I have opinions. Do you have opinions?
I mean, sure. I don't know if they're the same opinions as you.
Well, I kind of hope not, because that doesn't make for very interesting content.
I agree with everything you say. The end.
The end. Okay, cool. So overall thoughts. Yay or nay?
I liked the episode.
Okay. Yeah, I asked the question and I can't even answer it, yay or nay, because I thought parts of it were great and parts of it were not. And not like plot, story, character development, nay. Okay. Cinematography, direction, acting, yay.
Mm-hmm. So I agree with that. Yeah, I thought it was a well shot episode because that's what D&D are really good at.
Yeah.
The writing is lackluster.
That means Dave and Dan.
Yeah.
That just occurred to me. I've been wondering why people have been talking about D&D.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Or is it the meme that?
Yeah. Okay. There's the one meme that really was about D&D.
Yeah, where it's the dungeon master is moving away.
Yeah.
So
got to quick wrap it up.
Wrap it up in this session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So we agree that it was shot well.
Yeah.
You didn't like the story, plot, character development stuff.
Well, it depends on the character.
All right. Well, let's go through the characters.
Okay. Sounds good. So let's
save Dany for last.
I think we should just start with it.
Start with Dany. Get it out of the way.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Was not a fan. Here's what I feel about it. I think that Dany could have been headed in this direction, and I can see how she would have ended up here eventually. But like she completely flipped in like 2 episodes, or okay, 1 season. And I like people keep saying that, you know, they've been laying this throughout the entire series, but I disagree. Like, I think that she's had some strong reactions. She's crossed the line, certainly a few times, but like, it's always been in defense of other people or defense of herself or against people who were actually bad. Or people who were like, you know, uniformed soldiers on the opposite side of a war. So, like the fact that she would just look at innocent people, know they were innocent, not as a reaction, as a choice, murder thousands of innocent people is so not her. And it just made me mad.
That's fair. I think it was an exaggeration of something she would do, but I do think that was within her character.
Okay.
She burns down something in every single season, or she kills somebody big in every season.
Yeah, bad people.
Who says the people in King's Landing are good?
They're just people.
They're all they were all afraid.
They have no power. What are they gonna do? Like, her whole argument is that they didn't rise up and get rid of Cersei. But like, we're talking about people today, like in our country, like, well, it's your fault. You didn't raise up and overthrow your masters. Like, I disagree. Like, I think that it's a system can hold. It's like the stake that holds an elephant in place, you know, do you know this metaphor?
No. Oh yeah. When it's younger.
Yeah. When it's younger, they have a stake in the place.
Yeah.
It assumes that it's still there. I don't know that that's like wrong of people to not have realized, you know, that they had power that they didn't realize they have, because that's just the system they were raised in. I think it's the system's problem, not their problem. So
that's fair. I think if you look at all the things she's lost in this season, it's revenge, it's fire and blood, it's doing things. She lost 2 dragons. Well, like one was last season, but this season she lost 2 dragons. She lost Jorah and Missandei. That's a lot. That has all happened since she came over to Westeros.
Yeah.
And she made a comment. She says, nobody here loves me.
Because she completely flipped character when she crossed the Narrow Sea. Like, when people loved her, and it's not just her dragons. Like, people loved her when she was eating that gross heart, before she even had her dragons,
Mhm.
you know? And so she knows how to win the hearts of people. And she's been doing that from day one.
And that's what she did. So she did that. She ate the heart to win over the Dothraki.
Mm-hmm.
She freed the slaves.
Mm-hmm.
She killed the masters, right?
Mhm.
She set, she bought the Unsullied and then killed the people that had them.
Mm-hmm.
This season, she brought her dragons over to save the entire, continent, the realm
But
from the White Walkers.
They didn't know they didn't know.
Right, but the North did,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't like her.
Yeah. I think, though, that the attitude that she came in with, the people who were in slavery, knew that they needed to be freed. They had been in that position their whole lives. The North learned of the White Walkers and then really knew that they were an actual important thing, within the matter of a week or, and then she's like, I'm here to save you now, serve me forever. And I'm going to be a bitch about it when you don't immediately give up your entire family lineage to me. Or all of your power to me just because I swooped in with an army at the last second.
But that's been her character the entire time is I'm coming back to take what's mine, and mine is the throne.
Yeah.
But
even when it was she freed the slaves, they had a choice.
It was go with her or die.
It was go with her or stay in the city.
And the city was going to be taken over again by the...
Yeah. But even Missandei's if I said I wanted to leave now, she would let me go.
Right. But do you think she really would?
I
don't think she would.
I think if anyone knows her, it's Missandei.
That's fair. But she's dead now.
It's true. She's super dead. I have thoughts about that too, but we're not talking about that episode.
We could, if you want to talk about her death.
Well, I just wanted to say that I don't think that what Cersei did to Missandei was different than what Dany did to the Tarlys.
Exactly.
And that's where Dany's an invading force. Missandei was one of her top officers.
Mm-hmm.
And the obvious thing to do, our own country has and would execute the top officer of an invading army. And we would be yep, that's what happens in war.
Yeah.
You decided to be part of an invading army, so now you're dead. Not that, obviously we didn't want her to die. I liked Missandei.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you wanted her to die. I don't know.
No, it's not a surprise that she died, though.
Yeah, but I was actually, the action that Cersei took wasn't personal. It was personal, maybe, but, it didn't have to be personal.
The public execution version of it.
And even Dany's reaction to it, obviously she's, sad that her friend died.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel there's also, you go into this knowing, you know what you're doing. And I feel real. Everybody's signing up for, that we're committing treason. That's
but she doesn't think it's treason because it's not.
It's a coup. It's a coup.
It's her heir. It's her throne.
Is it?
According to her.
Yeah, that's another thing that's really bothering me. Is that she's been this is my rightful thing her whole life. It was her brother's, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, which she was going to go along with. Because she didn't really have a choice. But, it was her brother's because he was, the next in line. And then it was hers. And then she's it's my rightful, this is mine. This is my right. It
mm-hmm.
belongs to me.
Mm-hmm.
Then she learns that it doesn't, that there's actually a more eligible heir.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of that being a conversation, she continues to think it's hers somehow?
So she found out from Jon, who found
mm-hmm.
out from his best friend and
mm-hmm.
his brother.
Mm-hmm.
I agree she should be
Yeah, so she should be hey, Sam, those books that you brought from the Citadel, can I take a look?
But this is something she worked on. She's not going to give up something that she's been working on for
I think if
years.
I thought that it was my family, I don't know. My family has, and it's not remotely mine anymore because it's on 3 generations removed and it's that other family's part now. But my family has land in northern Minnesota, right? And if somehow everybody in my family dropped dead, and I was like, it's mine.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of my relatives closer to them was like, oh, actually, I didn't drop dead. I'd be like, oh, like this land means a lot to me. Like, is there something we can work out? But actually it is yours.
That's so different though.
How is it different?
Because you're completely removed from it. This isn't something that you've been going after for years.
Yeah.
And have taken care of. And
she's not even from Westeros. She's never even lived there.
She's from Westeros.
She's barely lived
born
there. But isn't that the same thing? That she's completely removed from it?
But where's her home?
Essos?
Where? Essos is
no,
huge.
I agree. But like, I think her home is with the people who love her, and that she's not everything about the way that she is and the way that she rules is people of the East, right? She would have been a great Khaleesi.
Mm-hmm.
Like just hang with the Dothraki. Like they're all about the pillaging and the whatever. They don't have
the Iron Throne.
Yeah.
She wants the Iron Throne. It's her birthright.
Because it's her birth, but it's not her birthright.
But it is.
But it's not.
But it is.
But like it's literally not. Like,
it is.
Like you got somebody else. You have a verifiable source
who doesn't want it.
He doesn't want it, but like
Jon doesn't want it. She wants it. Jon said that. Why is it? She should have it then.
But like, if he did want it, do you think that she would be like, okay?
No, because she's been doing everything to get to that point the whole time, and Jon has not.
But it's not hers.
Oh my gosh, you're stuck in this patriarchy.
No, I'm just saying the justification that she had for making all the decisions she made, that she continues to have for making all the decisions she's made, is that this is my birthright.
Yeah, and then Jon pledged loyalty to her.
Before he knew that it was actually his birthright.
Still has been
No.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to disagree.
Yep, that's fine. You ready for this hot take?
Yeah, go for it.
Is that they've been hiding the main villain of the series in plain sight this whole time.
Yeah, which is Dany. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I think it's in character and everything's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so for everything I just said, I do agree that that's where the series has been heading.
Mm-hmm. And
I just think it just was so rushed.
I agree. It was completely rushed.
Yeah.
They should have done 10 episodes this season.
Mm-hmm. I think they should have maybe done another season.
I don't know. There's not enough for another season. But like Varys' whole plot of trying to kill her, that could have been a whole subplot the entire season rather than
we had like 6 episodes of watching Arya figure out how to use a stick.
It wasn't 6 full episodes, but yeah.
No, but that's a plot arc that carried over 6 episodes.
Yep.
I don't know that it was 6, but it was basically.
So you could leave the first 3 episodes the way they were, and these last 2 episodes needed to be 3 or 4 episodes instead of 2.
Yeah, I still don't think that's a long enough time to
convince me
that Dany's bad. Like Dany needs to start making decisions where she is hurting, like knowingly hurting innocent people. Or at least
I feel like
seeing very innocent people, like if she had like killed the little bear or something because she decided that the little bear, like, that's like a small scale, like, holy crap, something like that, where someone who we're really on their side, we know they really are good. And then because up until now, all she's done is forgive people. Like she forgave Jorah over and over and over again.
In the last 2 episodes, she lost Jorah, a dragon, and Missandei. All in an episode, basically.
Yeah.
I think that's big enough trigger to be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I think that's enough.
I mean, along with her, like, mental health problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, anyone in the series could say the same about what they've lost. They've lost children. The Red Wedding was a thing. They
don't have the means she does.
Right.
In terms of a dragon.
Mm-hmm. But I don't, like, Cersei did. And even Cersei only targeted ever her political enemies, people who specifically, like, even when she blew up the Sept, it was just the Sept. Sure, and there was some like collateral damage, but it was like a targeted attack against specific people. Everybody in the city was collateral
damage.
I don't think so. Because if that was true, then Dany would have gone straight for the Red Keep. and just burn the Red Keep, and then been like, yeah, okay, anyone in the Red Keep and around it might die as collateral damage. But like, she targeted
the entire city.
The entire city.
I still don't have a problem with it.
We're just going off of Drew's bullet points right now because I didn't make any.
That's fine. Do we want to talk about Arya?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, okay. This goes hand in hand with the only other point I have to make.
Okay.
Is besides the Vine reference. So it was a meme. It was the so no Sansa, and then it was the so no head Vine, but you don't know it.
This happens to us all the time.
It's fine. Anyway, so let's talk about Arya.
Okay.
And Clegane Bowl.
Okay.
Do you know about Clegane Bowl?
Oh yes.
Get hype.
Yeah.
So I really appreciated that Clegane was like the Hound. He told her like that you don't want revenge. Like that's not like, look at me. I've wasted my whole life on this. You can do so much better than that. I really appreciated that. Like she needed to hear that from him.
Yeah.
Because she wouldn't have listened to anybody else.
No, I agree.
And that saved her life. And then she became Azor Ahai.
Do you think she is?
I think she is.
I feel like people keep saying the showrunners said she was, and I haven't heard them say that, but I could just have not have seen it.
I don't watch interviews. No, yeah. So I think she's Azor Ahai because of all the prophecies that.
Dude, like, and that picture I sent you.
Yeah,
the red star.
The red star, when the red star falls, and she's born of,
Yeah, the red star over the Iron Throne. That's in the Red Keep right now.
The New Gods. Yeah, it's the symbol of the New Gods. Yeah, it's the red star.
Yeah. I know you know. I'm telling them.
I know. I'm telling them that it's the New Gods.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think she's Azor Ahai. And then the whole magical white horse.
Yeah.
Like she killed the Night King.
Yeah, and have you seen memes with the white horse and being like, and then behold, I saw a pale horse on it rode death, and it's like that. It's a Bible verse of like it's one of the four horsemen. Basically.
Somebody made a comment about that.
Yeah, which is just really haunting, but not at all part of this. But it is kind of like, is she going to be death or is she going to her death? I think she's the bringer of death.
I think she's the bringer of death.
Yeah.
I think she kills Dany, Grey Worm kills Arya, Jon kills Grey Worm.
Okay.
And then Sansa sits on the throne because Jon goes up north.
I really I agree. I do think Jon's going to go up north.
And Jon he's going to go up to the true north.
Yeah, I figure I could be totally wrong, but my three options were seeing either Dany is on the throne at the end and she rules out of fear, just the way that Aegon the Conqueror did.
Just the way that
everyone has always done.
The Lady of Highgarden told her to do.
Oh, Lady Olenna? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like you need them to fear you. Mm-hmm. Everybody is sheep. You're a dragon.
She's going to be so miserable, though. She doesn't want to be feared.
Yeah, but
like long term.
Name me a leader that isn't miserable.
I mean, Obama.
That was the first thing I said as soon as I said it too.
I think Queen Elizabeth.
Cut that out.
Queen Elizabeth seems pretty happy.
Does she?
By this point?
I don't know. At this point, it's the old-timers disease.
Doesn't give a crap. But oh yeah, no. Should we do predictions at the end? Maybe.
Sure.
Does it matter?
The only thing I have to say is that I think Clegane Bowl ended the way it had to end.
No, I agree. I thought that, and it was shot really beautifully.
Yeah. Well, that scene where I was like looking up at the mountain with the sky.
I loved Cersei's like, I'll just go this way then.
Yeah, I loved that. I also really loved that that's how the Grand Maester died.
Yeah.
Just
like exactly the death you deserve.
Yep.
Just nothing. Just
yep.
Smash your head on a rock.
The only other acceptable death for that would have been if Grey Worm threw his spear at him when they killed Missandei.
Yeah.
That would have been the only other acceptable death.
You keep saying Missandei.
Is it? Oh, sorry.
I think it's Missandei.
It's Missandei. You're right.
I just don't think there's an R.
I just don't usually say their name.
It's okay. It's all good.
It just reminds me of the meme, the Me Sandy.
Oh, yeah.
Me Sandy. Yeah. Missandei is a different character. That's the Red Lady.
Melisandre.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can.
I'm combining the two.
Mm-hmm.
Words are hard, guys.
Especially like fantasy words that are based off of like Lord of the Rings names.
And if you can't read, is your name Jared? Are you 19?
You're pretty.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
That was one other thing. I was really disappointed in how Jaime and Cersei died.
Okay. I was actually kind of okay with it.
Why are we friends? Because we're cute.
Tell me about your disappointments.
I appreciated how Euron, his death,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought that would have been a good way for Jaime.
He died how he lived.
It's your boy. I wanted Cersei to die more painfully.
I mean,
more drawn out.
Being stoned to death from above isn't painful. Yeah, but I did kind of want. Yeah, it was a hard moment where they're humanizing Cersei and demonizing Dany.
That's the hard part. But it was a good way to show that she was actually really vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's been manipulative this whole time, and now she's like,
and this
I'm
whole
scared.
thing has kind of always been a shell. I don't know that it was. I thought it was weird that she was crying about her baby at the end. Like I guess it's in character that all she ever loved was her children.
Were her children.
But even that, I didn't really see much of, like her loving her children for real. You know, in a lot of ways, she was the cause of almost all of their deaths.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah, I just was thinking of another meme that was like the safest place to Westeros. Every single time somebody said this is the safest place, it blows up.
Yeah, like the crypts.
The wall, the crypts, the Red Keep, and then the wherever she went, the like.
Yeah. It wasn't Maegor's Keep. That's where. Oh no, what's his name? Yeah, he's already dead to me. Qyburn told her to go Maegor's Keep, but they didn't make it.
Isn't that where they ended up dying?
Was it?
I think that's where they ended up dying.
I thought they were just on their way out.
Yeah, but you have to go through Maegor's Keep.
Oh,
yeah. So
that's where the dragon bones were. Is that okay?
Yep.
Because Maegor the Cruel. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's literally just wherever anybody says this is a safe spot is where you're gonna die.
Yeah, nowhere safe. That's the lesson here.
That's the lesson here.
I guess I didn't. Okay. I did think it was a little anticlimactic. Like, I don't know that we needed, like, as cool as the Clegane Bowl was, and as much as we needed it, we spent so much more time in this episode on the Hound's emotional journey than we did on Cersei. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we needed at least an equivalent, you know?
Yeah,
I saw a thing that somebody was like, props to Lena Headey for getting paid like millions of dollars for standing at a window with a glass of wine all season, just standing there stewing with a glass of wine.
Yeah.
So good. But I don't know that I would say I liked it, but like, I thought that Jaime was going to go down and kill Cersei.
Oh yeah, those are the memes where it was like me thinking Jaime was gonna go kill Cersei, and then it's me this week, and it's everybody dressed as like Ronald McDonald. Right.
But I like that I think it's within his character arc. It's true to his character arc that he also wasn't going to be on her side. Like because I think the impression that he was giving to Brienne was, I'm leaving to go help her. Like, I'm going to go fight with her against, you know, the army from the north or whatever. And I think that it was very within his character to be like, actually, I see the writing on the wall. This is the end. I just want to go be with her. Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't about saving her. And it, you know, obviously when he was presented that option, he was like, sure, okay. But like that his plan wasn't to save her. His plan wasn't to fight alongside her. And his plan wasn't to kill her. It was just like, you know what? This is about to end. I just want to be with you when that happens. And I think that's very Jaime.
That is. Yeah, I agree with that.
So I think people were pissed that I'm still obviously like, Brienne is my homegirl.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
well, fuck by Jaime.
Yeah. But also, you know what? I think she needed to get laid. So
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm like glad that happened too. I'm just sorry that both of those things had to be true at the same time.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. So who do you think would be on the throne?
Okay. Yeah, so the options are, in my mind, Dany is gonna rule, and it's just gonna be like, yep, and you said you were gonna break the wheel, but you instead just turned it again, you know, and that's going to be the lesson, is that everyone thinks they're going to break the wheel, and power just corrupts. And that's how it goes. And then Jon, I think Jon would escape to the north. I think regardless, Jon escapes to the north and lives north of the wall with Tormund and Ghost. Because I think he really belongs north of the wall. Yeah,
he's got the true north in him. Yep.
And that, or Jon kills Dany. This is what I most want to happen, even though, like, I'm sorry, Dany, you're too far gone for me. Like, an episode ago, I still wanted you to be redeemed, and I still wanted you and Jon to rule together. Now, I'm sorry, you gotta die. So, you don't get to just massacre millions of people because you were kind of moody that day, and then think you're gonna, with me. You know. So I think Jon is, because part of the Azor, this would be with going with the theory that the group of them together are Azor Ahai. So part of that prophecy, or part of the story or whatever, is that he would take Lightbringer and stab her through the heart. And so I can see that happening, Jon taking the throne, and then immediately disbanding the Seven Kingdoms, having them rule themselves, and then stepping down, having Sansa rule the north, and then again going north of the wall and living with Tormund and Ghost.
Yeah.
Brienne might come with.
I don't think she does.
Hang with Tormund. I don't really think that Tormund's her type.
No.
As much as I kind of ship it a little bit.
She's going to stay with Sansa. She's going to be
the Queen's Guard.
Yeah, Queen's Guard.
Yeah.
I agree that I think the five or the Seven Kingdoms split into rule their own thing. I think Jon kills Dany, or Arya kills Dany.
Do you think Arya would kill Dany after also killing the Night King?
Yeah. Because
that's part of the prophecy, Fire and Ice.
Yep. That, and she was on the battlefield to see how devastating Dany really can be. So it was her justification for killing Dany.
Yeah.
So I think she kills Dany, and then I think she dies. I think Jon has to kill Grey Worm or something like that. Tyrion helps fake his death so he can go up north of the wall with nobody coming to find him, because he's the true heir. And then the Onion Knight's gonna smuggle him out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, do you think some people are gonna go back east? I can see Tyrion and the Onion Knight going back east. I just feel like, going back to Volantis or whatever, hanging there.
I don't think they ever point to. I don't think Tyrion would. I could see Tyrion being a traveler again. I mean, yeah, I could see him and the Onion Knight just chilling together. I could also see Jon being on the throne and the Onion Knight being his hand.
He's the best.
He really is.
He deserves the throne.
Yeah, I do think that all seven are going to be split, because the North is just going to be the North. Yeah, they're never going to be under rule again.
Because it's like, what's the moral of the story, right? Is it that the wheel always turns, or is it that I think Dany
is coming to break the wheel, and she breaks the wheel with Jon's help?
Yeah, she breaks it by force.
Yeah. So I think that's how that happens. But then I do think Jon ends up with Ghost and Tormund.
Where does Arya end up?
Dead.
Okay.
Arya dies.
I kind of felt like there was just the small chance that she was getting on that horse to go back to Gendry.
God, no. That's not her. It's not her. It's not her.
That's
the worst thing you've ever said.
I'm with you. But the way that the Hound was like, this isn't the life you want. And she seemed to come to the decision in herself.
I still don't think her being the lady is the life.
No, I don't think so either. But I also don't think that that's what Gendry would expect of her.
Fair.
Like, I can see her, kind of what I want for her is to just be on the road all the time, and then like get some whenever she comes home. And then he's just happy to have her whenever she happens to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
I can see them having that, like, kind of an open relationship. So she can still have like those
Gendry's
sweet
the side
shawls.
Piece.
Yeah.
Gendry's the side piece. Yeah. And the road is her true lover.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then she can go join her wolf in the woods.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great.
Yeah. Cool. So I guess we'll do this again after next week. And we're going to talk about Game of Thrones.
Definitely going to go over the whole series.
Yeah, for sure.
So we there's a lot to talk about with this one, a lot of opinions to be had. Mm-hmm. I think that we're going to have a lot to say after next week. So we'll see you then.
Goodbye.
Bye.